go. Talk to it.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah.
International.
Classic.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I get you. Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fence. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor. Gotta climb.
Let's get focused.
Classic.
Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I got another great live show for y'all today. We got a reaction video. We got the topic discussion of the day. We got some TikTok breakdown analysis. We got an interesting show today, man. Not the regular setup, not the normal demonstration. And we also got a code language conversation that I am going to do my absolute best to try to get to, chat. We have not been getting to the code languages like we need to get to the code languages, chat. They killing me,
Classic.
Chat, they weighing on me, chat.
I'm only gonna do this once.
The money keep calling me, chat.
Classic.
Woo. My God. Hey, listen. Yo, 333 in the chat, man. If you here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if it's your first time popping into the Classic Codes. It is the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. God is my witness. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. God is my witness, and I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but be grateful.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like when my retwists grow out and my locks get, you know what I'm saying, my locks get all primitive. You feel me? I get to looking like one of the originals. If you know, you know.
Classic.
Chat. Hey, look, but we ain't gonna waste no time, man. If you tuning in from the vertical version, man, you got something to entertain you for the rest of your work shift or on your way home from that gig or on your way into that gig or whatever you got going on. Hopefully you getting you some paper or you taking care of somebody you love. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What up, gang? Yo, Tez down. What up, 333, my boy? Safe travels to you. Conversations with Soft Rain, 333. What up, Miles Bachelor, 333. What up? I see everybody filing in. Make sure y'all strike the like button, man. Strike the like button. No charge today. I promise you that. So we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna slide over to the Ask a Brother podcast. He did another one of his interviews. He is on a run and a tear of interviews. Shout out to Jeff. I think it's Jeff St. James. I don't want to call him wrong. I always forget this gentleman's name, but he a cool dude, man. Real smooth delivery. Be saying all the same stuff I be saying, but he says it in a way that's a little bit more digestible, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like, as far as men who spew the rhetoric of trying to help women by way of accountability, you got people with the delivery of like a Ask a Brother, right? You have his delivery, which would be like the level one, right? Like everybody can listen to him talk. Nobody's gonna be like, like it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Like nobody gonna say that about this gentleman here, right? And then you got level 10, which would have been like your Kevin Samuels, your Corey Holcomb, blunt, straight ahead, blunt force trauma. Classic. I probably fall somewhere right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely am prone to a crash out.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
But not all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, chat. So yeah, man, we're gonna listen to some of his interview with Didi, and I'm gonna respond to it, and then I'm gonna leave the rest of the time to get into the topic discussion of the day, which is you don't choose the response, right? And then we're gonna go into our code language conversation. So let's get it, chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you are normalizing a little bit of what it is I'm kind of experiencing when it comes to
Big Sco, what
just
up?
by and it comes with the territory. If you're going to be put your opinions in the public space, there's good and bad that kind of comes with that. One of the trends that I've been noticing, particularly this year in comparison to previous years, is women are beginning to notice a change in men's behavior, maybe finally, and when it comes to approaching them. Some of them have mentioned men not approaching women in public as much as before, especially like in the workplace, when they're out with their friends, and even like at clubs, and especially with them speed dating events. From your vantage point, why aren't men approaching or chasing women in the way they used to?
I think you know that answer.
Listen, I know.
His question was, why aren't men approaching women the way that they used to, and chasing and approaching were his words. I think he's going to reiterate. Let's go, chat.
But I also think that when men say it, I think a lot of times people, I do think that there is a space where sometimes your word and your perspectives from you, Crimson, Reva, and others, I feel like, and again, I'm not telling you what the answer is. I think I believe, and my audience may believe, but from your vantage point, somebody who's been doing this way longer, who is married and who, has been doing this for quite a while and is very successful. From what you're seeing, what's your vantage point about why it is specifically? Because I think a lot of the ladies are stating men aren't men anymore, men aren't masculine anymore, and all this stuff. And I think that's what they're concluding is why men aren't taking initiative in this area anymore. From your vantage point, why aren't men chasing and approaching women to the same degree?
Well, it's their behavior.
Now, check it out. He's sitting down with Didi. Didi is a content creator who I've reacted to before, and she actually does reactions, but y'all know how I get down. I'll react to the reactions. I'll join the conversation with some of my favorite reaction channels. That's just something we do over here at the Classic Codes. Didi is similar. I don't even want to say similar, right? Her, Riva, Danica, Dope Discussions. These are all women who are honest and hold women accountable. And so they get the same type of, you're misogynistic, you hate women, except on their side, right? So the rhetoric I spew, it gets me labeled as misogynistic, or I hate women, or whatever the case may be, for simply just pointing out a couple of things that would be effective in regards to progress. But when the women do it, they get called pick-me's and pick-me-shas and things of that nature. So this is the space that Didi is coming from. She's going to be objective. She's going to be honest. And because of that, her rhetoric does involve some accountability for the sisters. So not just Black women, but women in general in the West. Let's go.
It's the behavior, the attitude, the entitlements, the expectations, all of it, the expectations that they have from men these days for relationships is ridiculous, in my opinion. What you expect from a man, the approach, men are probably one of the reasons they're probably scared to approach, because of the attitudes that how they might, nobody wants to be. It's one thing, in my opinion, to be what's the word I'm looking for? Rejected, but it's how. A lot of these women are just entitled. They think that they're better than average men, and so if a man, an average man, see a woman that he thinks is attractive, he doesn't know what he's going to be met with. She could be like, ew, get away from me. Oh my God, why you they think that they're too cool for school. Like, you can't approach them. If you do, it's like, if they don't like you, it's like, they treat you like you're something ill, something nasty. Like, so why, if I was
Prince Gandhi, what up?
a man, I wouldn't approach either. The entitlements, the things that they're asking for, you got to make 6 figures. You got to pay their rent.
So his question to her was, why don't you think men chase and approach like they once used to and things like that? And this is her response. She's naming off a whole slew of things, chat. She's talking about attitude. She's talking about, the rude and disrespectful ways in which women simply deny and decline men. A lot of men don't approach out of fear of rejection, but not just fear of rejection and simply hearing no, more so fear of embarrassment. Rejection by way of embarrassment. So I think she's making some very valid points. And of course, she does, hundreds and thousands of hours at this point of this sociological study. And so I think, the information she's gathered is tried and true in regards to today's time. I don't have a lot of disagreement so far. Let's roll.
Just to take them on a date. Like, who in the hell is doing that? Like, I wouldn't approach it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, if I said, if I was a man, or just if I was single and dating in this era, I probably would just be single, because especially being a man, like, what? Like, that is weird to me. I talk about it all the time. The expectations, pay my rent, pay a bill. I need you to spend money on me without even knowing you. Coffee dates, coffee dates or the bare minimum. Like, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, if you broke, just say that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that too. Like if it's fucked up over there right now, just let it be known.
Classic.
Making it, you know what I'm saying, trying to mask how hard times are with, you know, standards and requirements is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You trying to mask that you on hard times by saying this is simply what's required to deal with me. And then you normally only requiring that of a dude that you feel like is a little bit of a lick.
Yeah.
You know, if you think dude is, you know what I'm saying, if he coming off, he giving that Mark energy, naive, green, you feel like you can easily finesse and manipulate that guy. I done seen so many women take dudes all the way up north. You know what I'm saying? Dude, by the time he realized that he's getting had, my man be thousands of dollars in, and more so than the money, shit, hours and hours of time invested into somebody who was never interested in you is crazy. You know what I mean?
Classic.
But yeah, these things happen. These things happen, and the ones that are guilty of it, I think they hate the fact that these spaces exist where somebody is like holding up a big ass mirror or just pointing out their existence. Hey, listen, I might want to stay out here in these streets and be conniving, and you blowing, you know what I'm saying, you blowing my cover. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand why some people don't like these spaces and don't appreciate the honesty. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Miles said, if you lead with paper, then paper is what they will expect. Yeah, and if you lead with paper and she find that to be attractive, she never liked you. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you, Miles.
Yeah. What is it? Cheesecake Factory coffee dates are now off limits in a lot
That's
of these women's eyes.
Yeah. So why would men continue to go out of their way to try to court or date women who think this way? Yes, an automatic turnoff, in my opinion. Like, hell no, I wouldn't approach you either. I would walk right past you like you're invisible. I don't have time. That is ridiculous. I wouldn't approach either. So yeah, it's their behavior, their entitlements. They think because they have jobs and a degree that they're better than average men, and so they don't want average men. They want rich men, but they're not getting the rich men, and that's just what it is. You think that average men are beneath you, and rich men don't want you.
Average men are beneath you, and most rich, high value men or most in demand men don't even want you, especially not for long term commitment. That's it. Listen, we can stop the interview right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of wild. So she said, you know, a lot of women get frustrated because they're in a space where the guy, you don't like the guys that what did she say? She said a lot of women want rich men, and the rich men don't want you. How she said? Let's go back a little bit because that was crazy.
Yeah. So why would men continue to go out of their way to try to court or date women who think this way? Yes, an automatic turnoff, in my opinion. Like, hell no, I wouldn't approach you either. I would walk right past you like you're invisible. I don't have time. That is ridiculous. I wouldn't approach either. So yeah, it's their behavior, their entitlements. They think because they have jobs and a degree that they're better than average men, and so they don't want average men. They want rich men, but they're not getting the rich men, and that's just what it is. You think that average men are beneath you, and rich men don't want you.
You think that's how she worded it. That was beautifully put. She said, you think that average men are beneath you and rich men don't want you.
Classic.
I think that's a space that you got a populace of women that are stuck in. I do. And then I think you have a space of women who deal and dabble in the average men, but because subconsciously or consciously, she does believe that this man is either equal or beneath, she has a hard time tapping into submission, which we hear from women out of their own mouths in these spaces all the time.
Classic.
There's a respect issue. Always refer back to, like, you know, being around my mom and my aunts and stuff like that. There was a baseline of respect that they had for men that were in the room in general, just because they were men, period. There was a foundational baseline of respect. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, what do you need? Let me serve you, sir. But no, that's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And my mom would say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not gonna submit to this man like he my pops, but that's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she know that if something go down up in here and she got me and my brother, she got her two sons with her, and let's say my dad not present, if something go down in this space, she gonna be looking for a man's protection.
Yeah.
So she just move around with a foundational level of respect for the fact that you just a guy. That is gone. That's gone. Like, just the Yeah, the respect for just having, you know what I'm saying, dick and balls, that's out
I'm
the
only
window.
gonna do this once.
Them days is long gone. But at least having respect from somebody that you got on your arm, I mean, I think that's still due. And I think a lot of times women want you to earn things from them and they feel entitled to things from you. And that space is a place that men just don't want to, you know, men ain't really rocking with no more. So you got dudes out here making their adjustments.
Classic.
You got dudes out here making their adjustments, man. You got dudes that's dealing with women transactionally, right? You got that. You got dudes that are choosing to what play the field, right? They just running around and them the ones that lethal, them boys dangerous. The ones that just running around and it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Them the ones that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But you got it's different responses to this shit that they doing now. Every man is not making the same type of adjustment, but all men are adjusting.
Average men are beneath you, and most rich, high value men or most in demand men don't even want you, especially not for long term commitment. That's it. Listen, we can stop the interview right there. I loved how you articulated that because I've said similar things, but I don't think I've approached it in that way. I don't think the ladies realize most of them. I don't say most. Actually, I am going to say most.
A lot.
Most of them have made themselves unattractive even to men that they don't want. And I don't think that they realize it. Like, it's not just the men that they want that aren't seeing them as an attractive enough candidate for long-term commitment. It's also all the men that they look past.
Yeah.
Now those men aren't even approaching them to the same degree.
Classic.
So it's even the men that you were looking down on and the men that you think are below you and he's average and I'm not. No. Even the men that you all are thinking is you would never give a chance to. Listen, ladies, a lot of y'all may hurt your own feelings if you start shooting your shot and seeing if you're going to get rejected, because you're right. Men are taking notice. And I understand why this whole manosphere, red pill space is so, it infuriates women that it even exists.
I don't like it.
From your vantage point about the whole concept of the manosphere and red pill, I'm seeing a lot of content creators who are trying to build their brand,
Make sure y'all hit that like button. A lot of people sliding through. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Classic Codes. 333 in the chat. Everybody that's here, 333 in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. No charge.
To show that they're anti this space and anti these type of discussions. As a person who's kind of been branded and grafted in, even if you didn't even volunteer for it, from your vantage point, what do you think is the manosphere and your view of the red pill space, both good and bad?
I just see it as a space that speaks up for men. Like I said, I was not familiar with it. I didn't know anything about it. The only thing I was familiar about was the Magdial kind of thing, because my husband used to watch a little bit of that, but I didn't even know anything about the manosphere.
Magdial, just what she just referenced, in case y'all don't know, she's talking about the men going their own way movement. Men going their own way. Men just, essentially focusing on growth, development, deprioritizing the pursuit of women, love, family, all that stuff, just deprioritizing the pursuit of all that and just focusing on leveling all the way up for themselves, with themselves, by themselves. And, it is what it is type shit, like a men going their own way. That's what she just referred to.
Love it. I mean, I guess I just see it as a space that's educating men, like I guess trying to tell men, I guess, how to better themselves. And, that's how I see it. I don't really know. I just see men trying to help other men. When I got into it, listened to Kevin Samuels, and then I started becoming more familiar with other channels, I started to hear what they were saying and their perspectives. And some of this, I don't know if I should go into that, but some of them, and I find that some of them didn't even get along. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But I just saw them speaking on behalf of men and trying to get men to, I guess that's the manosphere. I'm not really sure. But trying to get men to understand each other, I guess, or I don't know if they're trying to get them to understand women or build themselves up or become better, men more and get themselves together. I guess that's what it is. I'm not really sure, but that's what I kind of was hearing. And I guess that's the bulk of it. I don't know, because I still don't know everybody that's associated with it, because I came into it, but that wasn't, what I mean? I've been on the YouTube a long time, but I haven't been in this space like as long as a lot of the guys in this space. So basically it seemed like they were just advocating for men and men bettering themselves and not, I guess, building themselves up in every way possible. Just become.
Yeah, you see her interpretation of the manosphere. If you ask a lot of what up, P, what up, conversations with Soft Rain 333, y'all. if you ask a lot of people what they think, most women what they think the manosphere is, their response would be very negative. She named all the things that the manosphere is actually for. It's a bunch of men who are real men, who probably were raised by men, which a lot of men don't have the luxury or the privilege of anymore these days. And I feel for them brothers, but me being one of the men who grew up in a household with my pops and stuff like that, and was able to get foundational principles from even just his examples. You know what I'm saying? Having a strong relationship with my uncle, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? And being able to pick up on even just his examples, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of men who had that and still understand the traditional manhood, they getting behind these microphones and they telling other men like, hey, stop being a goofy for that broad. Hey, focus on yourself. Hey, get your ass in the gym. You very unhealthy. That's going to be unattractive. You out here with desires that you can't even acquire because you're not taking care of yourself. The manosphere is about building dudes up and showing men how to be men again and taking the toxic off of the masculinity. You feel me? Because masculinity was never toxic. It was just vilified. Masculinity was vilified. The toxic masculinity term was propaganda the whole time. Everything alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course.
Classic.
So, yeah, I appreciate her interpretation of what the manosphere is because it seems like she operates inside of a lot of objectivity. Oh, and Didi is married.
Classic.
See, just like, and then you hear women talk like this, and the women be disagreeing. She got a husband. You
Classic.
don't. Danica dope discussions. Danica dope discussions. Women be all in her comments, disagreeing, calling her pick me's. She got picked too.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah, Danica dope discussions. Very much married.
Classic.
So, but then they'll tell you, well, I don't want to be married anyway. Okay, well, then stop tripping.
I'm only going to do this once.
You're right where you want to be, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, but shout out to Ask a Brother podcast. Shout out to Didi. You know what I'm saying? Fire interview. I think we got some dope content off of that. And shout out to him for allowing people to react to his stuff. His page is blowing up. I know a lot of people get that motion and they want to put the copyrights on. So all the content creators that allow reactions, because a lot of us do reactions, but then some people will do reactions with copyright their own. It get wicked out here. But, man, shout out to Ask a Brother podcast, man. Always dope doing reactions to their stuff. Big Sco said, what's the word? P333. Yeah. The chat getting acquainted. Joe Jet 333. What up? We moving. Who this? We got new money in the chat. Chemicals. Is that a dragon behind you? You see a dragon, I see a lion. I see a lion, Chemical, but if you see a dragon, it may be a dragon. What you got? Y'all see a dragon? Y'all see a lion? I see a lion, but you might can see a dragon. Who's to say? I like that. We got some new eyes in the chat. 333 for Chemical.
Classic.
Yeah, let's move. All right, so we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the conversation. All right, so today we're going to start off with the first portion of it. We're going to talk about taking the high road. We're going to look at the overview and then go from there. Will I be dragging these balls behind you? I don't know what that means. Hey, all my wrenches in the chat, y'all know what to do. If it get out of hand, we good right now, though. Let Chemical cook. I'm cool with a little trolling, as long as they don't go too far. Mal said, a father in the home is necessary. Even the bad father is a reference point. Absolutely. Even an example of what not to do. Just an example at all. You know what I'm saying? It's better than none. For sure. All right, let's see. Taking the high road. So let's look at the overview. The high road can refer to an idiom about behaving morally, a book by, it's a promo. Phrase specifically meaning depends on the context in which it's used, right? The phrase means to choose the moral or correct path, especially where others are not behaving well. It involves disengaging from conflict or rudeness rather than responding in kind. All right, that's what taking the high road refers to. I got a couple of TikTok videos I want to reference, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the discussion. Hold on. Here we go.
But the real flex in life isn't matching the pain people gave you.
What we got?
It's healing yourself without becoming like.
All right, brother, hold on.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the real flex in life isn't matching the pain people gave you. It's healing yourself without becoming like those who traumatized you. Anybody can repeat cycles, but it takes strength to break them. It takes discipline to not let their hurt turn you cold, because your power is in choosing peace and growing and then proving to yourself that you're stronger than what tried to destroy you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but
all right, so let me, hey, chat, I'm gonna play this one more time because it's only 27 seconds. 27 happens to be my favorite number. 27 is 9. 9 is the number of completion. Y'all will get there. But listen, I'm gonna let this rock one more time, chat. And I want y'all to know, I want y'all to tell me in the chat, what are y'all getting from what he's saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm getting from it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
life isn't matching the pain. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the real flex in life isn't matching the pain people gave you. It's healing yourself without becoming like those who traumatized you. Anybody can repeat cycles, but it takes strength to break them. It takes discipline to not let their hurt turn you cold, because your power is in choosing peace and growing and then proving to yourself that you're stronger than what tried to destroy you. I don't know who needs to hear.
All right, what y'all hear when y'all hear what he's saying? What do y'all hear from this? Right? Part of me hears an elegant way of explaining avoiding conflict, aka taking the high road, right? A part of me hears passiveness, right? And then another part of me hears, like, you know, peace is a priority type vibe. But it depends on what brings you peace. There's always nuance, right? So it depends on what brings you peace. If you get peace from, okay, what do you say, the trauma somebody caused you or whatever, if you get peace from simply walking away and not addressing or potentially, you know, saying your 2 cents, just choosing to do that. If that brings you true peace, then by all means, be who you are. That wouldn't give me peace. What type of trauma are we talking about? Are we talking about some disrespect? We talking about, you know what I mean? What type of trauma is? If it's disrespect, fam, I'm not gonna have no peace taking the high road. But that's just me. We not all the same, but that's just me. Ain't no peace in the high road for me. I gotta say something. You gonna know my part before we depart, for sure. For sure. We not, yeah. So I understand his articulation was dope, you know what I mean, and all that, you know, is, you know, real poetic shit. But it's like, nah. And then sometimes when people are very articulate, we feel like we just got to take heed to whatever they talking about. Like, nah, bro, I don't really subscribe to all of this. I've never been a high road type person. I remember when Michael Obama was on side of Barack when he was running and started the, when they go low, we go high. No, when they go low, I'm jumping in the sewer, fam.
Classic.
I'm jumping in the sewer, fam. Cause at the end of the day, all that high road, choosing peace, just walk away and let it lay and all that shit, that don't breed you no respect. It don't breed you no respect. Motherfuckers still think they could play with you at the end of the day.
Classic.
And if that's not important to you, then cool. It's important to me, man. Respect is everything to me.
Classic.
Joe Jett said the father figure will moderate behavior in ways that a mother will guide with the idea of, hold on, got chats coming in. The father figure will moderate behavior in ways that a mother will guide with the idea of whatever makes you happy. The father will say, hold on a goddamn minute. Facts. Joe Jett said it depends on the situation to do what he's saying. Exactly. Yeah, this ideology works in certain circumstances, but definitely not all. I'm with you, Joe. Miles Baxter said, recognize that hurt people act out, don't reciprocate. A lot was said in that short. Yeah, but you said hurt people act out. Yeah. Ain't nothing. Here's the thing. Like he said, one thing he said on there, he was like, don't let a situation turn you cold. I don't think that enough men understand, and maybe again, this comes down to like what type of man or examples you was exposed to. I don't think a lot of men understand that you're supposed to turn cold.
Classic.
But again, decide what type of man you want to be. If you want to stay warm, your ass gonna be a gardener. But sometimes the gardeners get called to war. I'd rather be a warrior in the garden than a gardener at war. You feel what I'm saying? The most efficient and effective men, the most competitive men, they just a little heartless.
Classic.
Because all that warmth, when it's time to make decisions that you gotta make that are really tough, you ain't gonna be able to consider everybody's feelings all the time.
Yeah.
So being a leader sometimes is abrasive. It's assertive. It's aggressive. And these things will come off as rude.
Classic.
But necessary. So all this, you know what I'm saying, peace treaty within oneself and walking off and all that, not a subscriber, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. In most instances, you know, I'm gonna say something. Joe Jet said some people can learn through words and the even warning, and others need violence to be corrected. Facts. Yes, Joe, well put, because I would have said it in a much worse way. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people put you in a position where it's like the only way they go. It's a lot of people who haven't learned, they grown ass adults that haven't learned certain lessons in their life just because ain't nobody ever hit them in their fucking mouth.
Classic.
Flat out. It's just some grown adults that just don't understand certain fundamental things because nobody ever popped them in their mouth. Like there is a use for this. There's a use for it. You know, I got spankings, I got hit in my mouth, and there's some understanding that goes with that. It works. It's an effective practice. We now put terms like abuse on it, and so, you know, out the window it goes, and look outside. Look like a bag of Skittles. Joe Jet said if you're even being tried to begin with, then it might end up with some physical corrections. Correct. You got to realize when somebody trying you that they probably already don't respect you the way that you would like to be respected. For y'all to even be in a predicament, for you to even have to address the disrespect, mean they already wasn't respecting you right. Am I wrong about that, chat, or am I glitching?
Classic.
Am I glitching, chat? Passport Skull said from the school of NCU, better known as Never Cared University. No, I feel you. But that just walk away. No, I don't know about that, chat. But the high road. What y'all think about this, man? Let's let them. This we just got done discussing for those that just filed in. Make sure everybody hit the like button.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the real flex in life isn't matching the pain people gave you. It's healing yourself without becoming like those who traumatized you. Anybody can repeat cycles, but it takes strength to break them. It takes discipline to not let their hurt turn you cold, because your power is in choosing peace and growing and in proving to yourself that you're stronger than what tried to destroy you.
If he apply this to relationships, he gonna get his heart broken 3 or 4 times. He talking like a nigga who want to go through it again.
Classic.
Yep. With his mentality, he gonna experience a lot of shit twice. For sure. Things you gotta learn from. Don't go through something for nothing. You gotta learn from stuff. That's just me though. Let me let's move to the next piece. So we're gonna talk about let me see. What we got? Oh, right here. We're gonna stay on the same subject. Hold on. We're gonna stay on the same subject. Hold on. Here we go, chat. We're gonna listen to this brother. He's speaking on God gets revenge, right? This all ties into the high road. We're gonna stay right here, chat. Let's go.
I had to learn that. Listen, God repays. God gets revenge. I had to learn that. Because there are so many people that I wanted to make them feel the same way they make me feel. With words, actions, whatever. But when I go to think about it, when I have it in my foreknowledge, I can't do it. There's a lot that I
I'm gonna let him cook.
I can't do. Because who I answer to. See, you don't know who they answer to. They may be obeying the God in which they serve. But you have to obey the God in which you serve and know that he repays. It's not your duty to do that. I know you want to make them feel the way you feel, but it does nothing for your soul. And it does everything for their soul by plugging into them. That charges them up. When you go back at them, it charges them up and gives them more fuel. But when you go back at them, it takes from you. God repays. I know it makes you feel weak and like they're walking all over you, and they won. They indeed did win. They won whatever that was. And they'll get their reward. Listen, God repaid.
Listen to me. Listen to me. And this is what I always mean, chat. I'm gonna change the subject on this real quick. Hold on. No. We're gonna stay right here. Charge that to the game. We're gonna stay right here. Listen to me, chat. And this is why I always talk to y'all when we discuss religion, when we discuss the Bible, the Quran, when we have these discussions, because here at the Classic Codes, we're not afraid to talk. We grown as hell. So we're going to talk. We're going to agree. We're going to disagree. We're going to do it amicably. And that's going to be what it is. And we all going to learn. We all going to grow. We all going to get deeper, more conscious, and gain greater understanding. That's what we going to do around here, all right? When I talk to y'all about the over pushing of Jesus, this is what I'll be talking about right here. How do I point to this nigga? How do I point to this nigga right here? This what I be talking about, chat. This shit soft, chat. This shit is soft, chat. This why I always tell y'all, read the book, go in order. Niggas just skip the Old Testament, go straight to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and shit. God is in you. Yes. God is in us all. Yes. We are all powered by the God source. Yes. These are things we can fundamentally agree with across belief systems. God granted free will. Yes. These are things we can fundamentally agree with across belief systems. Right? So what makes you think with your free will and the God in you that it ain't on you to provide the motherfucking payment?
Classic.
I hear so many non-confrontational, passive people leaving it up to God to handle their business.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Gee, you wronged me. You didn't wait on God to wrong me. You did it. You didn't wait on God to wrong me. You did it. But I gotta wait on God to come out to sprinkle some repayment. Nah, I'ma do
Classic.
it. The whole make you feel how I felt. I don't care about none of that shit. What did you do to me? That shit gotta be addressed. We could come up with a circumstance or a hypothetical chat. Somebody throw a question out. We could do it like that. But in general, fam. Oh, karma gonna get you. I'm gonna leave it to God. Hey, if you too pussy to go address it, just say that.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Just say that. Niggas be having 100 articulate reasons to let people slide. Fam, if you to let people slide type, just be the let people slide type, bro. Get your, hey, when the wolves eat, your ass eat last, gang.
Classic.
You will get something to eat when I'm done. We'll say you some fatty tissue or something. We had to hunt this motherfucker down. Nigga. No, I don't. Listen, I'm not buying it, chat. Let's go to the scripture, fam. Old Testament. Nahum 1, verses 2 through 6. The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord takes vengeance and is filled with wrath. Who can withstand his indignation? His wrath is poured out like fire. The rocks are shattered before him. This source is in you. We all agree across belief systems that God is in us all, right? But the sky, I get it. Sky Dad is the only one that this is talking about. The God in you doesn't allow for you to do this. Somebody just put wrath all over your ass, but when it's time for you to be vengeful, you're gonna leave it to the Creator. They didn't leave it to the Creator to do what they did to you. Do all offenses warrant a response? No. But what are we talking about? We didn't make this particular, so I'm speaking in general. Do all offenses warrant a response? No. Some of them though, and when they do, you're not gonna catch me talking like this right here.
God gets revenge. I had to learn that. Because there are so many people that I wanted to make them feel the same way they make me feel.
How do God get revenge, y'all? Somebody give me an example, chat. If I'm wrong about my perspective on this, please tell me what's right. Because the chat been quiet today. Chat 333, wake up. Wake y'all ass up. I really want to talk about this.
Classic.
Show me, give me a scenario y'all know of where somebody wronged you. You just didn't do nothing about it, didn't say nothing, just let it slide. I'm choosing peace, all that dumb shit. And God sent vengeance to them. And how you know whatever happened to them was on your behalf? Now, somebody gonna talk to me. Fuck that. Somebody gonna say something. Oh, yeah, there we go. Come on. Mal says sometimes you got to be a Leonidas. Thank you. Man, come on.
Classic.
Come on, man, look. Hey, y'all go ahead and take the high road. Y'all go ahead and take the high road. Yay, laughing. Yeah, y'all go ahead and take the high road. I can't breathe up there. I'm going to take the tunnels, man. Straight up. I'm taking the tunnels. Let's slide over to my dog. Let's slide over to TikTok and listen to my dog speak on some. Now it begins. Now it begins, chat. Y'all ready? Y'all ready, chat? This is where we at with it. This somebody that read the whole book and not just the New Testament. This somebody who get it. Say what you want, call it what you want, theorize what you want. We gonna measure the man by the way of his words, though. How about that?
They just say anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. But I'm wrong. You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read where I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this. They just say anything to assassinate.
We're going to let Pac go. We're going to let Pac go one more time because it's a lot right here. It's 50 seconds. Potent. You understand? When it's potent, the dosage is always small. There's a lot right here. We just got done listening to the God will do it for you. We just got done listening to the don't inflict the pain on them that they inflicted on you, and peace be upon you, and choose to walk off gently into the merciful distance. No. You, them two, no disrespect to them. We need men who gonna design, filtration systems, and we need geeks and nerds and dweebs. We need men who still have the physical capabilities of men that don't want no smoke. There's a place for them soft ass niggas in society. They're just not a part of my tribe. This is my tribe, chat.
They just say anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said.
No, don't forget.
But I'm wrong.
Classic.
You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read where I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live life. And motherfuckers took shots from every direction.
Classic.
I have no way to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this. They just...
You understand? Remember, no, don't. And that's why this is called you don't choose the response. It's a lot of people that move through life worried about their perspective and their perspective only. That's why on my channel, we welcome perspectives. You disagree? Cool. Explain to me how you think. I want to learn how you think. I don't need to agree with you. That's not even a mission when I'm communicating. It's to understand. You see how I just disagree with the last two gentlemen? I have my opinions of gentlemen like that because I know if it ever came down to some primitive shit, these are the men we will step on. So yeah, I have my opinions, but do they have a place in the world, a space in the world? Do they contribute to the balance of society? Absolutely. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. The stoic man, the calm yet violent man. These are the ones who will lead us. Or y'all. My man Mal said it best. Sometimes you got to be Leonidas, fam. Sometimes you got to be Leonidas, fam. Tupac said something important, man. I chose to. I just wanna chill. I just wanna, you feel me? I'm trying to stay out the. And they took shots at from every direction. Okay. When I was trying to chill, and y'all, what I tell y'all on the last segment, when the bears sleep, what they do? Poke them. So when the calendar when you wake up one morning and the calendar hit that day, where I get up at the same time and I'm on some.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
Don't forget. Don't forget nothing. Don't forget nothing. Don't forget nothing. Remember everything. Don't forget.
Say anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. But I'm wrong. You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read why I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live life. And motherfuckers took shots from every direction. And these niggas represent a threat.
Hey, I got a lot of ex-military. I got a lot of ex-military in my chat. When y'all speak about threats in the military, what y'all do with threats in the military? Eradicate, yes? Eradicate, yes? What we talking about, chat? All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. What we talking about, chat? Mal said, imagine Tupac at 50 years old. I can see it. I can see it. I wish we got to see it. You know what I mean? But you know how I go. You know how I go. Joe just said, what would you do? Lend some $40 and don't pay it back. Sneeze your direction without covering their mouth. Which one would you do? Wait, what you asking me, Joe? What you asking me, Joe? I don't know how to interpret that one. He said you have to be tactical about getting your payback. Some things you can't crash out on. No, for sure. Depending on the situation. I'm with you on that. You got to be good in a crisis, man. You got to be good in a crisis. Passport Skull said no fear at all. You can't have none of that. Because at the end of the day, whether your ass scary or not, shit gonna go how it's going.
Classic.
So whether you scared or not, shivering in your boots or not, shit gonna go how it's going. So go ahead and embrace the fact that life is life and get in alignment with however this, get in alignment with fate.
Classic.
You feel me? Get in alignment with fate. It is what it is. It is what it is, chat. All right, let's get into the code language and then we're gonna slide. We made it. We made it all the way to the code language, man. Code language conversation for today is on vindictive. Let's look over vindictive. All right. Let's see. So vindictive, having or showing a strong or unreasoning desire for revenge. Now, this is important because it says having or showing a strong or unreasoning desire for revenge. It's not and, it's or. So having a strong desire for revenge or having a unreasoning desire for revenge is considered to be the definition of vindictive. Let me see if we have an overview. We do. Vindictive means having a strong desire for revenge against someone who has harmed you, often with a desire to cause them maximum suffering. A vindictive person is spiteful, unforgiving, and malicious, seeking retaliation for perceived injustices rather than simply seeking a logical, proportional response. The behavior can manifest as holding grudges, criticizing harshly, and engaging in behaviors that cause harm to the other person. Yeah, so based on this definition, I definitely have been vindictive before. I know we use that word and we put all the negative connotation behind it, but I mean, when I read it, I don't see anything negative. I see something that's kind of practical. It says having a strong desire for revenge against someone who has harmed you. That don't make sense to y'all? Like everybody in the world is with the let them slide tribe. That don't make sense to y'all? I don't see nothing negative here. Somebody did something to you and they was unsuccessful, but they tried. So you want to do something to them? Makes sense. When I spar, I'm gonna give y'all an example. When I spar, we in the ring, we sparring. Before we spar, we normally we'll agree on some level of, you know, what level we working at. We fighting in this joint or we tactical with it. Cool. So we sparring. Boom. We might agree to go 50%, half speed on some technical, you know, just seeing what's what type shit. Okay, so we start sparring. All of a sudden, you see dude throw a hook. You get out the way, but you hear the wind of that joint come by your head. Whew. Oh. You just tried to, we supposed to be going 50%. You just tried to knock my block off. It's in that moment, once we agree to 50% and you break the code and throw one at 100, whether you hit me or not, it's on. That falls under being vindictive. Hey fam, you just try to clean my clock. We made an agreement. Shit, the rest of this round is up. Whatever time left on the clock is up. That's vindictive, chat. It's that easy. It's that easy. That's vindictive. That falls under the definition. So like we use these words and we make these words so horrible, but sometimes the shit just makes sense. If somebody tell you, I'm going to do something to you and I ain't going to stop till I do it. At that point, you got to decide, can I run forever or do we take this shit to the square? How many times you going to let them aim and miss before you say, I'm tired of getting shot at? All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. And this is an analogy. But how many times do you let them aim and miss before you decide, I'm tired of getting shot at? But it is vindictive of you to have a strong desire for revenge against someone who has harmed you. So is vindictive bad or is it practical? I think it's circumstantial. I think it depends on what we're talking about. That's why we do these code languages. We break down the word, we break down the term, and we look deeper into it because words matter and they cast spells. So the way you word things, the way you put things, what you're trying to say versus what you're actually saying, need to be careful about that. Life and death in the power of the tongue. Ask my parlay from yesterday. 2-leg. Life and death in the power. I spoke that parlay into existence, chat. Spoke it into existence. He gonna get this rebound. My man got the rebound. I said, hey, yeah, you still in the chat? Yeah, you still in the chat? I want my dog, yay. I said, I got a 2-leg parlay and I need 1 rebound. I said, I bet he get the rebound with like 40 seconds left. My man got the rebound with 40 seconds left. Y'all think I'm capping? Go look at the game from yesterday. Go look at the play-by-play box score from yesterday's game. Who was it playing? Yeah, matter of fact, I don't gotta play, Don. Let me look at the part because the parlay right here. My man got the rebound. With 40 seconds left. No cap. I can't tell a lie. The parlay hit. I spoke it into existence right there. He was like, man, I hope your lay hit. I said, don't hope. It's already done. I'm just waiting on the good news. Yeah. Don, yeah, he's still in the chat. He can corroborate my story. 40 seconds, 46 seconds to be exact. Warriors versus OKC. Yep. And the dude that got the rebound was Case and Wallace. If y'all think I'm capping, Case and Wallace got a rebound. I said he's gonna get the rebound about 40 seconds. 46 seconds is what I said. And he got the rebound with 40 seconds left on the clock. Parlay hit. Spoke it into existence. I called it and then it happened. Case and Wallace got a rebound with 40 seconds left on the clock last night. Got 6 rebounds. I had him over 5.5. If y'all think I'm capping, if y'all just want to check my testimony. Miles Baxter said it's only natural to be to want vengeance. Absolutely. Not letting nothing slide at all. Yeah, we can't. I remember. That's the main thing I heard when I heard Tupac talking. That's the main thing I heard when I heard Pac talking was I remember. So, vindictive. We got to think about, what that really means and when it's pertinent and when is it a negative thing and when is it understandable? It's a lot. Yep, Joe Jet said I saw that 1-point win in the football league too. I'm favorite, Joe. I spoke that into existence too. I said I'm walking Tez down. Henderson gonna make a play. My man broke off a 26-yard run, and that was just what I needed to beat Tez by 1 point. Y'all would think it's witchcraft. It ain't. I just be speaking shit into existence. And when I speak it into existence, I promise you I don't worry about it at all. And that shit just be right there. It just be right there. I got a legion of angels that stand at command in my hand. I'm commanding the room. Real talk. The shit get crazy.
Classic.
It get crazy. But yeah, man, that's the code language on vindictive, man. That's the code language. All right, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. But before I do, man, I just want to hear Pac go off on his spiel one more time. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we, Chad? It's only fitting. We're gonna get Pac the full screen to share his wisdom, man. You don't get to choose the response.
They just say anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. But I'm wrong. You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read where I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to family. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this. They just say.
Yes, Lord. And we got one more thing for y'all, chat. Shout out to Tupac, man. Shout out to Tupac Shakur, man. We got one more thing for y'all too. Coming to Chicago, man. We got a major event coming to Chicago. We got a major event coming to Chicago. The suburbs of Chicago, Darien, Illinois to be exact. Y'all could come out here if y'all from out of town. Come out here February 13th. The Raw Society Coalition, myself, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain, and the Tez Down. We will be having a live show. I will be doing a full concert. I'll be performing, doing a full concert at the event, and we're gonna have a live panel, live podcast. Tickets are actually already on sale on Eventbrite. I'll put the ticket link in the I'll make a post on my Classic Codes page with the flyer. And I'll put the ticket link there so y'all can just tap in and get the early bird tickets, catch them joints on sale. Come on and fly in, man. Y'all got time. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody, the country and everything. I know a lot of us are average folks, so whatever the case may be, put a little bread to the side, slide out here to the Chi if you're not already in driving distance or whatever the case, fly on in and come kick it with us, man. February 13th. This is the promo. Just one of the few. We're going to have a few different promos, but this the promo, man. I just want to show y'all to let y'all know we here, man. The Raw Society Coalition is a real thing. As y'all know, we all got to stream in person, meet each other in real life, stream in person. We putting some things together. And this right here will be the mark in the first date. Chicago will be the first date of our tour. So we got big things popping and big things in store, man. So make sure y'all don't miss the very, very first one. And like I said, I'll be performing live as well. So yeah, man, we oil farming for sure. got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on us. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside. We gonna run that one more time, chat. Classic. They don't like it when you got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on us. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside. Yes, Lord, man. So make sure y'all slide in, make a concerted effort to get here February 13th for the event. Passport Sco said, know some people I love, put some smut on my name, man. It be the ones you love, man. Mal said, nice. Yeah, make sure y'all slide through, man. Make sure y'all pull up. And it's gonna be a dope night, man. A really, really dope night. But yeah, chat, make sure you hit the like button if it's your first time here. Make sure you subscribe, do all the free stuff, turn on the notifications. You know what I mean? And if you don't do nothing else for me, make sure you stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.